just in. There's a brand new video game cliche on the loose, and it's called choose between good.
You're my new favorite superhero.
Or evil. An option that's front and center in Spider-Man Web of Shadows. The parasitic symbiote that brought us Venom and the black spider suit is back, only this time it wants all of New York. Its citizens, its heroes, the whole nine.
This is a damn mess.
It's up to Spider-Man to set the city right, and he can do so on the path of the good or the not so good. One cool aspect to Web of Shadows is your immediate ability to switch between the traditional spider suit or the super symbiote-infused black suit. Each has their own powers, and while it's awesome to strike fear into the hearts of citizens while saving them in the black suit, Spidey purists may find all the tendriling a little off character. The New York of Web of Shadows is definitely a redeeming factor. Its size, detail, and complete explorability combined with Spider-Man's well-done mid-air physics make this aspect of the game worth the whole deal. Overall, the gameplay isn't necessarily horrible, but while real spiders may like bugs, gamers don't. And unfortunately, the glitches in the later levels of Web of Shadows are hard to overlook.
This is a damn mess.
Does this title redeem the franchise, allowing us to forego the automatic assumption that Spider-Man games suck? Kind of. You know what I'm gonna say. If you're into the wall crawler, give this one a shot. Hey, at least you can see what it's like to finally choose Black Cat over MJ.
You do like fun, don't you?
Spider-Man Web of Shadows gets a 3 out of 5.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Still spinning webs of any size. Still catching thieves just like flies. Uncle Ben would be proud if he wasn't so very, very dead.
That just makes me mad.
Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions is the latest in a decent line of Spidey-related video games over the years. But this time out, the open world and repetition of the movie-based games have been left behind for a more combat-oriented, character-driven adventure. Let's face it, true believers, Batman Arkham Asylum has raised the bar on superhero games. Batman leading the way can't make Stan Lee very happy.
You, Bob Kane.
The storyline here has to do with Spidey having a mishap with an ancient mystical tablet.
And you shattered it.
Yeah, sorry about that.
This obviously leads to a dimensional rift in the universe, which can only be fixed by 4. That's right, 4 different Spider-Men. We've got the friendly neighborhood Amazing Spider-Man. There's Ultimate Spider-Man in the black suit. There's Spider-Man Noir. He's tough. Tough like a $3 egg sandwich from Denny's tough. And the most popular Spidey of them all, Spider-Man 2099.
That's me, ready to save the universe and looking good while doing it.
Each Spidey has his own vibe with specific Spidey moves, but the basic Spideyness we've known for years crosses all dimensions. Of course, all of the web spinners' health and combos can be upgraded as the adventure continues, and many familiar villains show up.
Welcome to the jungle.
The game is pretty much a linear affair. Just move along, fight goons, and have the big boss battle. Nothing groundbreaking, it's not trying to be. Just a good old Golden Age romp, and as Stanley knows, presentation is everything.
Good luck, web slingers.
The big negative here is the noir level. This is the most blatant example of a Batman Arkham Asylum, let's just say, homage.
You cheap Zorro knockoff!
Like a car girl with herpes, Spider-Man Noir just hides in the shadows. That's not the Spider-Man I know. Seems frustrating at times. His stealthiness reminds me of a thug without his glasses, unfocused.
You want this tough guy? Come and take it.
Yet for a fun fighting superhero game with the great Doogie Howser as Spider-Man, this is the one to get.
Spider sense.
Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions gets 4 true believers out of 5.
And that's the end of that.
You want a Spider-Man who'll do whatever you want? Go play a video game.
Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is back for another web-tangling crusade against time in Spider-Man Edge of Time. Spider-Man Edge of Time is a narrowly focused action-adventure set in 2 connected and evolving timelines from the contemporary universe of The Amazing Spider-Man to the corrupted future world of Spider-Man 2099. The gameplay is a mishmash of 2 forms. half of Edge of Time is straightforward beat-em-up action, where the other half is all about platforming, wall crawling, and web-slinging your Spideys through the chaotic hazards of each timeline.
That's amazing.
The game's time-traveling concept is interesting, but each setting seems a bit unimaginative. All of the action exists within the walls of Alchemex, both in the future and in present day. You would think playing in two different timelines simultaneously would be a good excuse to make each world vastly different from the other. Too bad. The only way to easily tell you've switched from the past to the future is by looking at which Spider-Man you're playing.
We need to work out the kinks of this time travel communications thing.
Combat and objectives feel repetitive between the two Spider-Men.
O'Hara?
The basic controls and powers are the same for both, with the only major difference being the Spidey special abilities assigned to the left trigger.
It's getting to be crunch time.
It's not that Spider-Man Edge of Time is a poorly crafted game, it's just an overwhelmingly dull one and doesn't live up to the stylish, fan-friendly Shattered Dimensions. In an increasingly crowded holiday release season, this game feels like pure, uninteresting filler. Spider-Man Edge of Time gets 2 hypersenses.
Save yourself from me!
Out of 5.